Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless Thursday, January 23 recap. Jordan drinks poison after Mariah finds Sharon. The Young and the Restless YNR spoilers recap for Thursday, January 23, reveals that Jordan Colleen Zenk will suspect Claire Newman Haley Aaron poisoned her tea since she stopped her from drinking it. There'll be more talk about Sharon Newman Sharon case as Claire pushes Jordan to come clean about her location. Claire will end up taking a harsh tone that Jordan doesn't appreciate, but Claire will act like she's just confident now. Since the cops are crawling all over looking for Jordan, Claire will insist Jordan needs her help to stay hidden. Jordan will eventually realize the Newmans have brainwashed Claire just like she feared they would. Victoria Newman Amelia Heinel and Nikki Newman Melody Thomas Scott will come downstairs to serve as Claire's backup soon after. Victor Newman Eric Braden and Nick Newman Joshua Morrow will also arrive at the TAC house, but Jordan will remain smug despite being cornered. Although Victor will warn that Jordan ends tonight, she'll argue that Sharon's life will end too if that happens. Jordan will demand money and an escape route before suggesting Victoria or Claire can be her hostage this time around. Although Jordan will feel like she's running the show here, the Newmans will stand their ground against her. In the sewer, a dreamy Nick hallucination will give Sharon another pep talk and urge her to stay awake. Sharon will summon all her strength until she's finally able to walk out to freedom. At Society, Ian Ward Ray Wise will pop up and try to convince Tessa Porter Kate Fairbanks that he wants to eliminate the hate he put in Mariah Copeland's Cameron Grimes' heart. Mariah will interrupt and warn Ian to leave town or better yet, keel over and die. After Mariah makes it clear that forgiveness is never going to happen, Ian will take off. Tessa will ultimately push Mariah to hear her out and will suggest that maybe Ian is being genuine. Although Tessa will hint about Mariah letting go of her anger for her own sake as much as Ian's, Mariah will blow up at Tessa for defending him. Tessa will argue that it's not what she's doing, but Mariah will still feel like she's taking Ian's side. After Mariah storms out on Thursday's YNR episode, she'll end up in the park and stumble across a weak Sharon on a bench. Mariah will embrace Sharon before calling Nick to say she found her mom. Once Mariah updates Nick on their whereabouts, he'll relay the Sharon news to the rest of the group at the TAC house. When Jordan realizes her insurance policy is gone, she'll try to bargain with Victor and act like she can help capture Ian. Victor will argue that he doesn't need Jordan's help for that and will make it clear that she has nothing to offer. Jordan will finally realize she's out of options, so she'll grab the presumably poisoned tea and gulp it down. The Young and the Restless spoilers say there's much more Newman drama to come, so stick with us for more predictions on what's ahead at the ranch. Mariah Copeland had been on edge all morning. Her mother, Sharon Newman, had seemed distant and preoccupied for weeks, but today felt different. Mariah, sensing something was amiss, decided to stop by Sharon's house unannounced. When she arrived, the sight before her froze her in her tracks. Sharon was sitting on the living room floor, her back against the couch, surrounded by crumpled tissues and a nearly empty bottle of wine. Her usually vibrant eyes were red and swollen from tears. In her hand was a letter she'd been clutching so tightly that the edges were frayed. Mom. Mariah's voice was soft but laced with concern. Sharon looked up, startled, and quickly tried to compose herself. Mariah, what are you doing here? Sharon's voice cracked as she spoke. I could ask you the same thing, Mariah countered, stepping closer. What's going on? Unable to hold back any longer, Sharon broke down. She revealed that the letter was from her oncologist, confirming a diagnosis she had been dreading. Her breast cancer had returned. The weight of this revelation hit Mariah like a ton of bricks. She wrapped her arms around her mother, promising they would face this together. Jordan's deadly game. Meanwhile, across town at Society, Jordan Wilde was weaving her own dangerous web. Having returned to Genoa City under mysterious circumstances, Jordan claimed she wanted to make amends for her past transgressions. But her actions suggested otherwise. Jordan had managed to charm her way into several key circles, including Devon Hamilton's new business venture. What no one knew was that Jordan had ulterior motives. She had been conspiring with an unknown figure over the phone, her cryptic conversations hinting at a sinister plot. That evening, Jordan invited several people to a private dinner at Society. Among them were Devon, Abby Newman, and Noah Newman. The dinner began innocuously enough, with Jordan playing the perfect hostess. But as the night progressed, she became increasingly erratic. Unbeknownst to the guests, Jordan had spiked her own glass of wine with a fast-acting poison. Her goal was to stage a dramatic collapse and frame someone at the table for her supposed attack. However, the plan went horribly wrong. The dosage she used was far more potent than intended. Jordan's demeanor shifted abruptly. She clutched her throat, gasping for air, before collapsing to the floor. Chaos erupted as the guests rushed to her aid. Devon called 911 while Abby attempted CPR, but it was clear that Jordan's condition was dire. The aftermath. Back at Sharon's house, Mariah was trying to process the news of her mother's diagnosis when she received a frantic call from Tessa Porter. Tessa had been at Society during the incident with Jordan and was visibly shaken. "Mariah, you need to get here," Tessa's voice trembled. "It's chaos. Jordan, something's really wrong." Mariah relayed the information to Sharon, who insisted that she go. "I'll be fine," Sharon assured her daughter. "Go be with Tessa. We'll talk more later." Reluctantly, Mariah left, her heart heavy with worry for both Sharon and the unfolding drama at Society. Revelations and regrets. As the paramedics worked to stabilize Jordan, Ray Rosales arrived on the scene to investigate. Abby, still shaken, recounted the evening's events, while Devon expressed disbelief that something so tragic could happen at what was supposed to be a celebratory dinner. Ray discovered a small vial hidden in Jordan's purse. Lab tests later confirmed it contained the poison she ingested. The revelation raised more questions than answers. Why would Jordan poison herself? Was this an act of desperation, or part of a larger scheme? Sharon's determination. Back at home, Sharon sat alone, staring at the letter that had upended her world. As much as she appreciated Mariah's support, she knew this was a battle she needed to face head-on. She resolved to start treatment immediately and fight with everything she had. Picking up her phone, Sharon dialed Nick Newman. "I need to tell you something," she said, her voice steady despite the turmoil within. "And I need your support."